Welcome to this video about this month's new moon in Leo. We are the astrologers of Pandora Astrology. I'm Jamie Kale Miller. I'm in Berkeley, California.
And I'm Julia Mijas, and I'm in San Francisco, California. So in this video, we're going to tell you about this moon, including what it's going to feel like, when it's happening, and the best ways to handle it.
And if you want to know more about this moon's impact in your own chart, in a little bit, I'll give you a way to find out more in a live workshop with customized interpretations. This moon contains a ton of harmony, so I'm going to lead with that. Here we see the sun and moon together with Venus, just surrounded by harmonious connections, flanked with supportive sextiles over here to the south node, over here to Vesta, and lovely trines over here to the north node and Chiron. We'll get back to those in a minute. Ordinarily, a moon in Leo would be pretty egocentric, not to say this one won't be, but the harmonious connections to, in particular, these very social air sign placements will mitigate and soften that Leo brashness quite a lot. This moon also features trines to Chiron in the north node, as I said, so we should focus on healing and evolving under this moon, and that's actually the easy path. Generosity and self-expression, those are Leo things, and they're great Leo things. And love, which is a Venus thing, another great thing. These can effortlessly result in healing. This is a warm, an emotionally radiant moon, a queenly and kingly moon that nurtures her beloved subjects. Yes, she views them from above, but in a caring way, more like an Elizabeth and less like a Kim Jong-un. Julia, how would you describe the harmony in this moon?
Oh, it's so welcome. You know, I'm actually a fan of new moons. They're just a very energizing part of the month. And, you know, as you were saying, there's a big relational nature of this full moon. So maybe you're starting something that involves a partner, for example, or maybe you're starting something aesthetic with Venus in there. You know, both between Venus and Leo, the sign Leo, there's a lot of creativity between those two things. You know, Venus is an artistic planet. Leo rules the 5th house of creativity. So this would be a fabulous time to like get going on something that has an aesthetic spin to it, or however you feel like you are expressive of your own creativity.
Yeah, certainly. But let's take a look at the one stressor that's happening here, and that would be this square to Uranus and Taurus right there. And this could really bring some social or relational rifts. Uranus tends to be a disruptive influence because Uranus likes to break up patterns, especially when they've become calcified, and open the door to something newer and better. So Uranus has a need to be different, to rebel. And notice that this Uranus is actually precisely square the sun and moon, same degree. Here it is in 23 degrees. The sun and the moon are in 23 degrees. So this is a very dominant tone in this moon's overall feel, more dominant than any of the harmonious pieces that are here. And because Uranus is in Taurus, some of the clashes might be over values. But there are two saving graces here, and that's Chiron and the nodes, especially the north node, which trines this moon along with Chiron. These harmonious connections point the way out of the dilemma, I think. And the way out is towards healing, that's Chiron, and towards evolving, which is the north node. Take the high road, be honest and direct. These things are in Aries after all. Unify rather than splinter, mend rifts instead of making them. Hi, Jamie here. Horoscopes and moon videos are fun, but they're also really general. Did you know we run live workshops monthly and that you can get questions answered about your own chart there? This month's topic is how to get passion and commitment in one blissful package. In this workshop, you'll discover your two different types, for love and for marriage, and how to resolve them in a single, passionate, and committed relationship. If you haven't found lifelong love yet, you might want to consider attending this.
This workshop is expressly for our Tier 2 Patreon subscribers. It's easy to sign up at the Patreon link in the description below. I'd love to see you there. Now let's get back to the video.
Julia, what further thoughts do you have about this moon?
Well, that square from Uranus, it does promise that there might be a bit of a curveball thrown at you for this new start. Just so try to be, there's a lot of between the Taurus and the Leo, these are fixed signs. Fixed signs aren't the most flexible, but if you can cultivate as much flexibility as you can and realize that you might have to flex with a evolving circumstance or deal with a curveball along the way, just expect the unexpected a bit, but over that, I think that there's just a lot of harmony there, and it's a very sweet new moon.
Yeah, it just really seems to point in some very positive directions pretty easily. Well, let me speak to the birthdays that are going to feel this the most. If you are a sun sign Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, born near this moon, or halfway around the year from it, or a quarter of the way around the year from it, then you're going to feel this. Most particularly, a Taurus born February, an Aquarius born February 7 to 17, or a Taurus born May 8 to 19, or a Leo born August 11 to 21, or a Scorpio born November 10 to 21. And really, if you've anything at all in your chart, totally aside from your sun, between 18 and 28 degrees, then you're going to feel this moon.
Well, that's all for today. In this video, we gave you a lot of clues about this moon and how you can handle it for best results. And we really, really love making these videos for you. And if you love them too, then please do hit that like button.
You can find out so much more about how astrological influences affect you specifically in our monthly Patreon workshops. Find the link in the description below to get started. Enjoy your summer, and until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos.
Bye-bye.